You're listening to the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast.
What is up, everybody? You are checking out the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, the Hakamati NC, and today we are back in our Attitude Era Series recap, covering WWF SmackDown from September 16th, 1999, live in Las Vegas, Nevada. And we started out SmackDown with seeing a bunch of the referees on strike after the crazy assault that took place last week on Raw. Stone Cold Steve Austin comes out and Austin says, Triple H, just because I got disqualified on Raw does not mean you're done with Stone Cold Steve Austin. I beat your ass. The fact that Earl Hebner got his lights knocked out was an accident. At SummerSlam, you should have kept on beating me because as long as I'm walking, I will hunt you down like the jackass you are. We can do things easy or hard. You can give me my rematch tonight, no holds barred. Or the hard way, you will be carted out of the building in a body bag. That's when WWF Champion Triple H and Chyna come out with the police. Triple H says, Stone Cold Steve Austin, you ain't getting jacked because Monday you blew your opportunity. You can kiss my ass. I'm going to defend the title against a main competitor of my choice. Stone Cold says, okay, I'll be following your little ass all night long. Before the night is over, Stone Cold Steve Austin will be so far up your ass, you won't be able to walk. Strong promo from these two. Austin definitely wants Triple H. Next, Shane McMahon challenges Joey Abs to a match. As Joey Abs comes out with Mean Street Posse and Terry. During the match, Pat Patterson comes out as the referee, but then Rodney attacks Pat. Briscoe tries to make a save, but gets attacked as well. Shane McMahon lands a spear to Joey Abs, and then a flying splash, and Shawn Stasiak makes the count, and Shane McMahon gets the win. After Stephanie McMahon comes out and celebrates with Shane, and Stephanie kicks Joey Abs in the chest. Next, WWF Women's Champion Ivory comes out. Ivory says, I get to meet so many important people as WWF Women's Champion. Cindy Margolis, please come out. I'm your biggest fan. She makes Cindy pose in the ring, and then Intercontinental Champion Jeff Jarrett runs out and puts Cindy Margolis in a figure four leg lock. Ivory high fives Jarrett, and then Jarrett puts Ivory in a figure four as well, so no one is safe, including model Cindy Margolis from Jeff Jarrett. Next, European Champion Sexual Chocolate Mark Henry defeats Steve Blackman after Val Venus comes out and low blows Steve with a kendo stick and hits him with it, and Mark Henry gets the win. After the match, D'Lo Brown runs in and hits Mark with Sky High, and Mark Henry will take on D'Lo Brown Unforgiven. Backstage, we see Test and Jeff Jarrett fighting. Chris Jericho and Chris Hughes comes out. Jericho says, Ken Shamrock admitted defeat. He told me I'm the world's most dangerous man. I hired Curtis to help me from tearing Ken Shamrock from limb to limb. Please welcome the referee for this match, El Dopo. So we have Curtis Hughes taking on Ken Shamrock. Jericho chokes Ken Shamrock with cable wire, and then Ken ends up applying an ankle lock on Curtis, but the referee accused Shamrock. After the match, Shamrock pulls the mask off the referee, and it's Howard Finkel. The Rock and Mankind both have a promo backstage, and up next we have our Royal Rumble rules match. Out first, The Rock and the Big Show. Then comes Mankind and Kane, followed by The Undertaker, but Undertaker joins commentary. Mankind clotheslines Kane to the floor, and Kane gets eliminated. Rock then eliminates Mankind. And then The Rock tries to eliminate Big Show, but Undertaker runs in and tosses both The Rock and Big Show out to the floor. After Big Show gets in Undertaker's face, Mitty and Viscera stand between them. Rock hits Mankind, Rock hits Mitty and Viscera with a chair shot, and then Big Show nails a big boot, and Viscera splashes The Rock. So The Undertaker and Big Show get the advantage here, but The Undertaker will get a title shot. Next, we have Hardcore and Crash Holly coming out to challenge Chyna, but Chyna wants this match to be a handicap match, so she comes out alone until Mr. Ass runs out and gets involved to team up with Chyna. Mr. Ass hits the Famouser and gets the pinfall for his team. After Jeff Jarrett hits Chyna in the back with a frying pan, Mr. Ass leaves Chyna alone, and then Miss Kitty and Deborah come out. Jarrett puts an apron on Chyna, a spoon, well, actually a ladle in one hand and a frying pan in the other. And Jarrett says, "Get in the kitchen and make my supper." So Jeff Jarrett humiliating Chyna here on SmackDown. Next, we have the pepper on a pole match. Hardcore champion Al Snow versus Big Boss Man. During this match, the British Bulldog runs out with the dogs. Boss Man gets nervous and he tosses Peppers back to the floor and runs off, and Al Snow grabs it. Next, Intercontinental Champion Jeff Jarrett with Deborah and Miss K defending against Test. During the match, the Mean Street Posse come out and they argue with Test. Then Stephanie runs out and pulls Rodney off the apron. Shane comes out and attacks Pat Patterson. I'm sorry, and attacks with Pat Patterson, Briscoe, and Stasiak. Jeff Jarrett lands a super stroke to Test off the top rope. Jarrett then grabs Stephanie to put her in a figure four, but Shane McMahon spears Jeff Jarrett and saves Stephanie here tonight on SmackDown. Next up, WWF Champion Triple H comes out with Chyna and Police. Triple H says, "I found someone who will call this match down the middle. Shane McMahon, will you please come out and be my guest referee?" Shane then comes out. Triple H names different wrestlers he can fight tonight. Triple H says, "This person is special. He's playing a game he wants no part of. This person wants to be a hero. He tried to steal my glory on Monday. Vince McMahon, you want to be a hero. I'm going to give you a chance to be a hero and become WWF champion. I'll put this title on the line to get a piece of your ass. Are you chicken shit, Vince? Linda, I'll let you ride my bench." And then Vince walks out. Vince says, "Let's discuss this in the back." Triple H says, "The talking is over." Vince says, "Monday was personal. I said I would not be involved in WWF business. Don't make this too personal." Triple H said, "What happens to the man with the ball size of grapefruits?" Vince says, "No." And the Triple H says, "Go and hide behind your skirt. You tell your wife if you can't get the job done, I'll keep it up for her." And with that, Vince takes off his jacket, and we have Triple H versus Vince McMahon for the WWF Championship. Triple H shoves Shane McMahon and hits Vince with a chair. Shane attacks Triple H, but Chyna and Triple H double team Shane. Vince is bleeding badly. Linda McMahon comes out, followed by Pat Patterson and Briscoe, who try to help who try to help Vince, but they get attacked. Chyna grabs Linda and makes Linda watch as Triple H attacks Vince. But then Stone Cold Steve Austin comes out and saves the day. He has a stunner of Chyna and Triple H. Austin then lays Vince McMahon on top of Triple H, and in shocking fashion, Vince McMahon is the new WWF champion. Stone Cold Steve Austin has once again screwed Triple H over, but this time costing him his title. We are a couple weeks away from Unforgiven. We have Raw, SmackDown, and then Unforgiven. I'm excited to see what goes down. A lot more attitude are coming your way. We're almost done with 1999, and we're going to enter the new millennium. So until next time, stay safe and stay uncensored.